So a lot of you have said to me recently, especially since launching the channel, you say, "Well, I don't understand why social media is important," or "There, I have nothing to post. I don't want to post anything because I haven't closed any deals." And I want to talk to you guys today about how that mindset is completely wrong. And I hope you guys leave from this video thinking and understanding why social media is powerful, why you can post on social media, and how without even having closings yet, because it is possible. So, we stated previously on one of the videos how I had a wedding business on the side when I was doing my W-2 work. And what did I tell you guys? I told you guys that every time I posted a gallery or something like that, I would have someone reach out and want to book me for their event or usually wedding. And when I first started in real estate, I hadn't closed any deals, yet people were coming up to me and saying, "John, you're crushing it." And inside I was like, "Wait, what? I haven't even made a dime yet." Because all they saw was open houses and showings. And we all know as realtors, how much money was I making during that time? Absolutely nothing. But that's when I learned one of the biggest lessons in business and in life, especially when it comes to social media. Perception is reality. And if you use social media the right way, you can look like you're winning long before the money hits the bank account. Now, we will talk about what this means and also what it doesn't mean. So I'll just say this means sharing your journey and story, and we'll get into that in a second. This does not mean lying. This does not mean telling untruths or half truths or things that are false. That's lying. But I'll jump into what I was doing. So I was hosting open houses early in my career, or I would be on showings. Nothing huge, just documenting the process, just recording a video. Hey, I'm here, 123 Main Street, come on out. And suddenly, people, I say suddenly, but it was probably a few weeks, maybe a few months, people started treating me like a top producer. And the truth was, I was nervous. I didn't feel like a successful realtor yet, but to everyone else on social media, they kept seeing me show up. They saw me winning, whatever that even means, and they assumed I was one of the busiest agents around. And that's when it clicked for me. Social media creates momentum, and even before the deals come, people start to see that you are successful from what they see on social media. So again, people don't actually care about your sales number. What do they care about? Like on the last video, they care about relationships and you caring about them, and they care about you being consistent and visibility. If they see you showing up every day, they believe you are the real deal. And again, I want to encourage you, this does not mean lying, but you can share things, with permission from another listing agent on your social media. You can go and film with their permission an agent preview. You can host open houses. All of those things show that you are out there, you are doing the work. And I think sometimes maybe the general public doesn't understand that you're not making money when you're just showing houses or doing open houses, or I think they might just not care as well. That they say, hey, maybe they're not selling any houses yet, but they're crushing it in terms of showing up consistently and putting stuff out there on social media. And here's another part I learned as well, and we'll get into this for sure over the next few videos. Sometimes we are almost too humble, right? We don't want to post anything. We are not consistent. We are not visible because we almost are like, oh, I want to be super humble about it. Even for me, a follower of Jesus, I always go back to that the Lord has blessed my business and my family and changed our life through real estate. And we are so thankful, beyond thankful. And it's also an understanding that God can take it away like that. It could be gone. So I do want to come from a humble place. But here's the other part of this. People want to work with successful people. And the other part of this is you can be humble and still share your wins. And I'm sure we'll jump into that as time goes on. I share my wins all the time. I do it from a humble place, and I thank God for blessing me and my family and our business. But people want to work with successful people. They want winners. That's why when I hit Icon with EXP, it wasn't just a personal milestone, it became a credibility marker. It showed clients and agents alike that I wasn't just, talking about success or pretending to be successful. I was successful. That attracted more people to my business. That attracted so many clients and they didn't even know what icon was, right? You might not even know what icon is. But they did not know what it meant. They just knew I won this amazing award in the top 1% of EXP agents. And I got my entire $16,000 to EXP company cap back in company stock. So here's the universal truth I want all of you to understand. Perception is reality in terms of almost anything we do in our life. It's not just real estate. If someone posts every day about fitness, or maybe they run a gym or a fitness company, you assume that they're disciplined, even if you don't know their exact numbers or weight or bench press or whatever it is, right? And guess what? Maybe they have a company where they help you lose weight or exercise better or eat better. Don't you think you will look at that and say, I trust them? That's what happens. In real estate, I firmly believe, and I will say this to people, if you are not posting online, you're dead. Not physically, obviously, but if you are not posting online, people think that you're dead. If they don't see you posting, they assume you're not doing anything. And then they might question, do I really want to work with him or her if I don't see anything that they post? But if they see you at showings, at open houses, writing offers, you look busy and you are busy, and busy to the public, the perception is that busy equals successful. That's why I always tell agents, don't wait until you have a big closing to post. Post the process, post the journey, because people aren't hiring you for the graphics or whatever. They are hiring you because they believe you're active and committed, and they believe you can guide them on the biggest purchase of their life. We will talk on the next video about mistakes agents make, but I'll just encourage you with this right now. Some agents post all business, some agents post all personal, and we have to bridge that gap. I don't want just pictures of your family and your dog and your vacations. I don't want just pictures of your coming soon, sold, under contract. I want to bridge the two. And then when you bridge the two, you will have success. But if people just see you posting about your family or vacation, the Phillies game, they are never going to know you're a realtor. If they see you just posting about you sold, under contract, whatever, they're not going to know you have a personal side to you. They're just going to think you're trying to sell them and convince them to work with them. And so that's how people can see you as both relatable and credible. And so we'll talk more about that on the next video, but that's how perception can work in your favor. And people want to work with you if you're a winner. And people want to work with you when you are real and genuine. Nobody wants to hire the agent that doesn't know what they're doing. Now, again, that doesn't mean you brag or be dishonest. It means you show up consistently and you show up with confidence. I've had people hire me just because they saw me online all the time. They literally say, you look like the busiest realtor that I know, and I want to work with you because you're crushing it all the time. And now being part of the Wolf Pack, going to masterminds, hitting icons, EXP Con, the yachts that's coming up at the end of October and all that, it all adds layer of credibility to what I do. When people see that you're a part of something bigger and you're connected to other winners, they want to be a part of that momentum. They really do. So let me wrap this up again. Perception is reality. People don't want your sales number. They don't care how many homes you sold or actually sold last year, but they know what they see. And if you show up consistently, they will perceive that you are winning. And eventually, that belief becomes reality. So don't wait. Start posting. Share your story. Build that perception, because it will create momentum that changes everything in your business. So thanks so much for watching. If this helped you, please subscribe for 2 new videos per week. I'll keep sharing those lessons I've learned so that you can grow your real estate business without cold calling, door knocking, and buying leads or paying for ads. So thanks so much, guys. I'll see you on our next video.